Hello students, in the last lecture we have seen how to find the Laplace transform of various functions, and we have find out the Laplace transform of constant function 1, trigonometric function sin at, cos at, hyperbolic functions sin hat, cos hat. Also we have seen some properties of Laplace transform, that is the linearity property, first shifting theorem, and etc. We have seen one formula, that is L of t to the power n, that is factorial n upon s to the power n plus 1. But it is applicable only when n is integer. But what about when n is fractional, that is 1 to the power half, 3 by 2? Then we have to use this formula, that is L of t to the power n is equal to gamma of n plus 1. Because in the first year we have seen factorial means it is nothing but gamma of n plus 1. So here gamma of n plus 1 upon s to the power n plus 1 by 2. So by using this, now we will find L of t to the power minus half. So that is equal to gamma n plus 1 upon s to the power n plus 1. So here n is equal to minus half. So gamma minus half plus 1 upon s to the power minus half plus 1, that is equal to gamma of half upon s to the power half. And all of you know that gamma of half means root pi. We have seen in the first year class. So L of t to the power minus half, that is equal to root pi upon root s. So in this way you can find Laplace transform of any fractional by using this formula, that is L of t raised to 3 by 2, 1 by 7, whatever it may be, that you can find out. Now one more example, first of all we will see, and that is dependent on the linearity property of Laplace transform. So suppose here f of t is equal to 1 plus t square plus t cube. This is the function, and we have to find the Laplace transform of this. We have seen the linearity property of Laplace transform, that is L of a f1 of t plus b f2 of t, that is equal to a into L of f1 of t plus b into L of f2 of t. And it is applicable for more than two functions also. So here L of f of t, that is equal to L of 1 plus L of t square plus L of t cube. Now L of n, we know that is 1 upon s. Now here L of t square, so we have to use the L of t to the power n, that is factorial 2 upon s to the power 2 plus 1, plus here factorial 3 upon s to the power 3 plus 1. So that is equal to 1 by s plus 2 upon s cube plus factorial 3 means 6, that is 6 upon s to the power 4. So in this way we have calculated the Laplace transform of this function. Now we will see some more properties of this Laplace transform. So first property is very important, that is Laplace transform of derivative of f of t. Laplace transform of derivative of f of t, and this is the result is suppose L of f dash of t, that is equal to s L of f of t minus f of 0. S L of f of t minus f of 0. So let us see, we will see the proof for this. L of f dash of t. So according to our formula for Laplace transform of f of t, that is equal to integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f dash of t dt. Now here we can use integration by parts. So by integration by parts is equal to first function as it is, that is e to the power minus st, into integration of second, that is integration of f dash of t dt minus integration of f dash f, that is minus s e to the power minus st into integration of secant, that is f dash of t dt. Now here integration of f dash of t means f of t. So e to the power minus st f of t minus plus s into integration of e to the power minus st, again integration of f dash of t means f of t, that is f of t dt. So left side our integration of f dash of t, Laplace transform of f dash t. So which is equal to, now here we have to take limit from 0 to infinity, here 0 to infinity. So if we take limit here, e to the power minus infinity means 1 upon e to the power infinity, that is 0, and minus e to the power 0, that is minus, that is f of 0, and plus s into what is this, e to the power minus st f of t dt means this is L of f of t. So in this way L of f dash of t is equal to s L of f of t minus f of 0. So this is the formula. Here we can find the Laplace transform of derivative of function, that is L of f dash of t, that is equal to s L of f of t minus f of 0. Now we can extend this result. We can extend this result because we have find out this result for first order derivative. So we can find for second order also. See, second order means this is L of f dash of t, that is s L of f of t minus f of 0. If we take in place of first order, we take suppose second order. What will happen? L of f double dash of t. So that is equal to s L of f dash of t and minus f dash of 0. Now here again we can repeatedly use, that is s into L of f dash t, that is s L of f of t minus f of 0 and minus f dash of 0. So the result will be s square L of f of t minus s f of 0 and minus f dash of 0. So this is the result for the Laplace transform of second order derivative of f of t. Now in this way in general, we can put the result, that is L of nth derivative of f at t is equal to, that is s to the power n L of f of t minus s to the power n minus 1 f of 0 minus s to the power n minus 2 f dash of 0 and so on. Last term will be, that is n minus 1th derivative at 0. So this is the result for the Laplace transform of nth order derivative of f of t. So this result is very important. Now we will see one result, how to find the Laplace transform of some integral function. So the result is L of integration of f of t dt from 0 to t is equal to f of s upon s. Now here what is f of s? L of s, that is L of f of t, means that is our f of s. Now we can write L of f of t upon s. So we can find the Laplace transform of this integral, integration from 0 to t f of t dt, that is equal to f of s upon s, that is L of f of t upon s. So let us prove this result. Proof for this: let phi of t is equal to integration from 0 to t f of t dt. We have assumed that, suppose let phi of t is equal to integration of 0 to t f of t dt, and phi of 0 is equal to 0. Then what will happen, which implies that phi dash of t is equal to f of t, because we know that derivative and integration are the reverse processes. Integration means that is the antiderivative. So the integration of this derivative, that is equal to f of t. So phi dash of t is equal to f of t. Now let us find out L of phi dash of t. Just we have seen how to find the Laplace transform of derivative, that is L of f dash of t is equal to S L of f of t minus f of 0. So L of phi dash of t is equal to S L of phi dash of t minus phi of 0, and phi of 0 is 0. So that is equal to S L of phi of t. So this L of phi dash of t is equal to, we got this result, that is S L of phi of t. Now what is phi of t? Just we have to put here. So which is equal to L of phi dash of t. Now phi dash of t means, so or from this we can find direct this L of phi of t. L of phi of t, that is equal to 1 upon S L of phi dash t. So L of what is phi of t? That is L of integration from 0 to t f of t dt, that is equal to 1 upon S, and phi dash t means f of t. So L of f of t, or that is we can write f of S upon S. So in this way, L of, that is Laplace transform of integration from 0 to t f of t dt, that is equal to 1 upon S L of f of t, or we can write this f of S upon S. Our next theorem is here, Laplace transform of t raised to n f of t. Laplace transform of t raised to n f of t. So the result is L of t to the power n f of t, that is equal to minus 1 to the power n dn by ds n of f of s. This result will be useful for solving some problems. Suppose we have to find t sin t, t cos t, or t square sin t. So by applying this theorem, we can find the Laplace transform of such functions. So the result is L of t to the power n f of t, that is minus 1 raised to n dn by ds n of f of s. So let us find out this, or let us prove this by mathematical induction. First of all, we will see n is equal to 1. What will happen? So first of all, we have to find L of t f of t. So let us prove this. Now we know that L of f of t, that is f of s, that is integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. Now differentiating with respect to s. So first of all, we will differentiate this with respect to s. So that is d ds of f of s, that is equal to d ds of this integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt, which is equal to, now d ds of integration. So here there is a one rule by that, which is equal to integration 0 to infinity dou s, partial derivative, dou s of e to the power minus st f of t dt. Left side up as it is, that is d ds of f of st, which is equal to, now integration from 0 to infinity. Now dou s means partial derivative, that is e to the power minus st with respect to s. So that is minus t e to the power minus st f of t dt. So which is equal to, this can be written as integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st in bracket minus t f of t dt, that is d ds of f of s, d ds of f of s. Or we can write this integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t f of t dt, We can transfer this minus to here. That is minus d ds of f of s. Now what is this? This is integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t f of t dt. It means this is nothing but L of t f of t. So that is equal to minus, or we can write minus 1 to the power 1 d ds of f of s. I am writing here minus 1 to the power 1 because we are going to find this result for n is equal to 2. We can find this result, that is L of, suppose we take t square f of t. So that will be minus 1 square d2 by ds2 of f of s. And in this way for 3, 4 and so on, and therefore in general we can write this result, that is L of t to the power n f of t is equal to minus 1 to the power n dn by dsn of f of s. So this is a very important result. Now we will apply this result to find, suppose there is one function that is f of t sin h a t. We have to find. And if we find this by using the integration formula, then it will take more time. So by applying the just result, that is L of t f of t, that is equal to minus d ds of f of s. So here, let here this sin ht. So L of sin h a t, that is a upon s square minus a square, and this is our f of s. So by using this formula, L of t sin h a t, that is equal to minus d ds of this f of s, that is a upon s square minus a square. So that is equal to minus a constant into its derivative. Its derivative is minus 1 s square minus a square to the power minus 2 and into 2s. So that will be 2as upon s square minus a square, the whole square. So you can find more problems. You can find the Laplace transform of various functions. Most of the problems are given in the exercise at the end of this topic, and you can solve this easily by applying this result. One more example we will see, that is, suppose we have to find L of t sin 2t. How to find this? T sin 2t. So here L of sin 2t, that is equal to 2 upon s square plus 4. So here L of, we have to find t sin 2t by applying the just result which we have proved. So L of t sin 2t, that is equal to minus d ds of f of s. F of s means this. So that is equal to minus d ds of 2 upon s square plus 4. So which is equal to minus 2 d ds of s square plus 4. You can write s square plus 4 to the power minus 1 for convenient. So that is minus 2 into minus 1 s square plus 4 to the power minus 2. So this total will be, that is 2 into 2s. So this 4s upon s square plus 4 whole square. So this is the Laplace transform of this t sin 2t. So the results which we have seen today, they are very useful for solving most of the problems. And the book for this, all of you know that is the Engineering Mathematics by H.K. Das. And in that there is a one topic, that is the Laplace transforms, and in exercise there are so many problems. So you can solve all these problems by applying these results. So the remaining results we will see in the next video lecture. So today we stop.